you know, the fact of the matter is you can't understand something actually. You cannot understand the truth, you know, to be honest. We can't really understand the truth. It's just somehow you can recognize it, you know, almost non-mentally. It's like it creates a new orientation inside. Then you can say that you've experienced it. You know, because if you don't experience it in this way, in this kind of direct way, then your mind will still continue to create concepts about it, and we'll be satisfied with our concepts for a while. So really and truly, even when sometimes we are speaking and talking like this, you know, it's not that we are trying to make sort of necessarily, you know, verbal, intellectual sort of like sense necessarily, although that's part of it. But there's something else there, a non-verbal reality, you know, that has a certain way of breaking the neck of the ego somehow, that somehow it finds itself into your heart and you can't explain why or what happened. And I feel that this is something that is really mysterious, and the mind, you know, somehow is trying to hold on to a sense of logic. It appears like this. I think we speak a lot about the mind as though we give the mind a lot of credibility, like the mind is a kind of like logical and really, but mind is completely also very illogical. It has that side, very cheap in its intellectual powers sometimes, you know. It's not, we think that it's a kind of credible reality, but sometimes it is very full of delusion. One minute it can seem to be going very, very, very tight and clear. Next minute it just collapses into absurdities as well. So we don't have to rely always on the kind of the literal and meaning of words or something like this. So maybe the Tao is a bit like this, that one understands and altogether you experience a sort of change, but you don't know what has really caused the change specifically. And the same thing can be said to be true about anything that is true, any aspect of truth. We like to think that we understand. Oh yes, we understand. But sometimes the moment you think you really understand, you are blocked again. It's like you cannot rely upon just that type of mental understanding. It is like something changes in the way that one perceives, you know. And it's like the one who was there before is gone. The one who was feeling stuck and it's just gone. And what is taking the place is a sort of space and intelligence, a beingness, you know. Because we don't really need to have so much knowledge about the truth, so much knowledge. Out of this intuitive reservoir, innumerable pointings can come, you know. Just spontaneously and even playfully. Because from here it feels like it's just like this. But when it impacts upon the mind that is open and earnestly searching for truth, it has a very, very different effect. It's like a spontaneous combustion or something. But once those words have done what they can, they become very cool and spacious again. This is what happened. I just want to say this part, it's just this. When the truth has not yet been, you know, felt deeply, then it is very potent when it comes into the ignorant space. And it detonates with tremendous impact, with fierce fire, you know. And then when it's done its work and everything is resolved again into emptiness, everything becomes cool and spacious again. You see? It comes to life in this ferocity, in this ferocious way, because it needs to. But then when it's done its work, it brings everything into a sublime coolness. It's not that it has to have this power all the time. You know, it's nothing. It's like space.